This is CCS TV, empowering voices, inspiring futures.
Building your child's financial future starts earlier than you think. It starts with Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union. With the Kids Credit Union, families can take simple, achievable steps today that lead to big outcomes tomorrow. We believe small, consistent saving habits build confidence, responsibility, and lifelong financial stability. Your child could graduate with up to $10,000 to kickstart their future. We're more than a bank. We're a long-term partner in your child's life. Stop by your local branch today and let's start their journey together.
Welcome back, everyone. It's here, the Smeraldo Show. But as you can see, this week, it's a little different. Last week, I was MIA. Had some business stuff to take care of, as they do as a manager of a whole TV studio. But it's a little different setup, just the Nicki Show this week. Pat, as you guys know him, or the other Smeraldo, couldn't make it this week. Think he has some business stuff going on, but it is May 4th, Monday, May 4th, so may the 4th be with you for all the Star Wars fans out there. But other than that, Pat's not here, and I'm just going to ramble about life for a little bit. Hopefully he shows up soon. But as I mentioned, we're into the month of May. School ends in about a month. Yeah, gonna go golfing a lot. I actually went golfing the other day. Shot 104. For all my people who care about golf, shot a 104. Not bad. Ooh, got a story to tell about golf. So it was really cold. You know, it's hard to hit the ball. The ball doesn't really travel when you're golfing and it's cold. Not a good mixture. But we're playing 18 at Cable. I was with Ryan Inquist and Aiden Buck. I'll give you some backstory on those guys. Aiden Buck is like brand new to golf. Just got his golf clubs like a month ago. Shoots in the high 100s sometimes. But that happens to the best of us. Inquist, he's more around my skill level. Sometimes I beat him, sometimes he beats me. And then me, I'm like probably averaging a 100 maybe on a good sunny day like today. 100 for 18, maybe probably 50 for 9, 52 maybe. But here's a story. Wow. So we were on hole 7 at Cable. And we were all playing great, played decent. We all go up, hit a good drive. I have about maybe 150 out. Put it about 20 feet to the pin, have a birdie putt. Then I'm going up to my birdie putt, going up to the green, and I look over and I see Anquist duff a chip. So he chips it on finally. He's on the back of the green for a bogey putt, and he decides to chip this for bogey, and he actually chips in, which is great. Never seen someone chip in and it's for bogey, but there's a lot that happens when we go golfing with these guys. And then Buck was playing pretty well, hit his drive, and then a nice iron shot, chipped it real close. Sunk a par putt, which is crazy for him because he just started. And then, so we were already going crazy because Anquist holed out. Buck hit a par putt. And then the only thing that's left is little Nicki over here. Has about a 20-footer for birdie. Step up, take a deep breath, hit the ball, great pace. It's looking good, It's in, baby. Knock it down for birdie. Casual. Just a casual. Good. That's what good golfers do. So I think I'd put myself in the good golfer category. Yeah, went pretty well. I won out of all three of us. What else can we talk about? We talked about golf. Yeah, baseball. Baseball's going pretty well. We're on a little run here. Let's see, maybe like 4 wins on the season. Just beat Orchard Park in a good game. Carson went 7 shutout. Let's see, who else did we beat? Beat Frugersburg at Dietrich. We beat, I don't know, but baseball's going pretty well. The kid has 1 hit on the season, if you guys are wondering. No chances in the field, though. I've played the field a little bit. Haven't really gotten any balls hit to me. Probably just scared or something, but beautiful sunny day. Been driving a lot. And, yeah, hopefully Pat gets here soon. Just going to keep rambling if he doesn't. But we're going to send you guys to commercial break. We'll see you in segment 2.
Welcome to the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame, located at 15 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. Visitors will see photographs, awards, apparel, and other sports memorabilia. We invite all visitors to stop in the Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame and learn about the sports history of Chautauqua County.
At Wegmans, we've crafted our new sandwiches with layers and layers of deliciousness. Each one is made fresh with our very best ingredients, like hearty breads made with grains from near our stores, premium cheeses, and freshly carved meats. We've packed big, delicious flavor into every bite for sandwiches that are endlessly good.
Jamestown, New York is where innovation meets sustainable growth, fostering a vibrant community of creative, dedicated people who truly love where they live. It's a place where you can build a fulfilling life with excellent schools, quality healthcare, and a cost of living that supports your ideal lifestyle. Blending small-town charm with easy access to big city amenities, Jamestown is the perfect place to live, work, and raise a family. Jamestown, New York, the pearl of opportunity and balance.
Welcome back, everyone. Smeraldo Show, but today still looks like it's the Nicki Show. He has not showed up, MIA, as I was last week. Hopefully he can show up for segment 3. Just sent him a text, hasn't gotten back to me. Per usual, busy but guy. But during that segment, I got some text messages of some stories of good old Pat here. Have it on my napkin here, as every good TV star would. Come prepared with notes. First one, as you look outside, you can see behind me, it's really sunny. It's not really Christmas at all. Christmas was a while ago. But Bruce Springsteen, Santa is coming to town. You guys know that, as the back room just pulled up a picture. Apparently, good old Pat here used to dance to this song a lot at Christmas time. I don't have any personal experiences of him singing it, because haven't really seen him be much social or much of a dancer, if anything at all, because it takes a lot of physical activity, and I don't know how much he does that. But I guess he sings and dances to this, which I would love, because personally, I used to love this as a kid, and I used to sing it all year round, even if it wasn't Christmas time. Santa Claus is coming to town. Used to love to listen to it on the radio, going to the grocery store, going to the playground, anywhere. But I guess he's a big singer. Hopefully I can see that for myself one day. Maybe this next winter season, I'll be able to see that. And then, second story here. This one, I don't really remember, but I know I was there for it. We go on some vacations here and there. We were in Mexico, and this is when he was a little younger, a little more agile, physical. Apparently, they do these competitions, as you see on the screen here. They do these competitions at Mexico. It's more for drunk people. But all I remember from this is he got Pat called up here. This girl named Maria was like demanding orders, and he had to say like, Maria, bring me some tequila. And he got brought tequila. But I remember to get the tequila, he had to make this whoa. He had to make this weird noise. It was like, sorry for the headphones users. It was like, like that. Yeah, pretty weird. I was pretty young, so I don't really remember that. But I think I do. I wish I could see that again. That'd be pretty funny. I don't know if he would do it again. We went back to Mexico, and I don't remember him doing it again. And I don't know if that was because he got a little bigger. So, I don't know, didn't want to show off in front of all the people. Or that was because Mexico didn't have it. But either way, that would be a fun show to watch. Maybe we could put that on the CCS Facebook. So if we ever go back there and he does it again, I'll record it and post it on the Instagram or Facebook. Maybe even TikTok. And then last story I received, I was actually there for this one. We were in Myrtle Beach, for baseball. We've talked about it on the show before. And it was after a game, I believe. A couple of guys, a couple teammates and parents went out for dinner. We were with the Rizzutos, the Anquists, Salvage, Jackson, the Grays. We went to this spot called the Hangout. In this place, we got warned that this place was really crazy. We got warned that you stand up on top of tables and dance. So we were really excited. All of us baseball kids. We're just waiting there for our food, and then all of a sudden some guy comes out and stands on top of a stage and starts yelling at us. He was like, if you're a baseball player, stand on top of your chair and dance. And then music starts playing. There's a camera that goes around and puts you on a jumbotron. And it was really cool. We were all dancing. And then he came out, said, if you're a mom, get up and dance. So all the moms stood up on the chair, got up and started dancing. And then we got to the dads. As you expect, the guy got up, told the dads to start dancing. And as you see on your screen right now, one dad wouldn't do it. He was wearing a Bills t-shirt. So we had to show him. We had to dance around him. But I don't know. I'm getting all these stories about calling for tequila, singing and dancing to Bruce Springsteen. And all of a sudden, we go to Myrtle Beach, and he's too cool to dance. One of those pictures actually got posted on the Barstool. Let him know. And now everybody at CCS seen it, if you didn't see the Barstool one. But I really don't know why he wouldn't get up and dance, because apparently he used to be this big shot, as people call him, back in the day. And he used to dance, be getting crazy in Mexico, dancing for people during Christmas time. And then all of a sudden, cameras come out, people are watching him, doesn't get out. Let me think here. That's all the stories that came in, but let me think if I can fire one off. This isn't a story that happened in Myrtle, more just a vacation. Every night, I guess it did happen in Myrtle. Every night, me and our teammates, we're out running around the resort. Nothing too crazy, just having a fun time. And we go down to this tiki bar, all the parents having a fun time, eating food, having a blast, dancing to music. There was karaoke. All these parents just having a fun time. The Anquist parents were there, the Grays, the Rizzutos, just everybody was there. And, where was Pat? He was up in bed. He was in bed by 8 o'clock. He wasn't very much of a partier down in Myrtle Beach. Unfortunately, he didn't have his ice cream. He didn't have his usual bowl of ice cream he has every night. But I think that's all the stories that I got. Hopefully he shows up here anytime soon. I think he was in a meeting, but hopefully that meeting ends. And we're going to see if he shows up, but before we do that, we're going to send you guys to commercial break and come back for segment 3. Hopefully he shows up.
Life moves fast, but the moments that matter slow us down. School runs, weekend games, road trips you'll never forget. It's all about getting there safely, comfortably, and together. At Schultz Chevy, we're here to help you find a vehicle that fits your family with space, reliability, and peace of mind you can count on. At Schultz Chevy, built on trust, driven by family.
From our lot to your driveway, we reach at Schultz Chevy, where every deal feels like a win.
At Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, we believe in supporting our community and helping you achieve your financial goals and strive to make a positive impact for our members and the community. Our mission is to empower individuals with the skills and resources necessary to achieve financial freedom. As our members and the community achieve their goals, we fulfill ours, creating a brighter future together. Southern Chautauqua Federal Credit Union, your partner in financial well-being.
Welcome to Lakewood, New York, where community and adventure meet by the water's edge. Stroll our farmers market, sip something special at bag and string wine merchants, and discover local shops that feel like home. From sailing and pickleball to concerts in the park, every season brings a reason to gather. Lakewood isn't just a destination, it's a way of life. Discover it for yourself. Lakewood, where good times live.
To enlist into the National Guard, you first have to contact a recruiter. So either calling up your local office or going online and finding who your nearest recruiter is. So you talk to the recruiter. Once you speak to them and you schedule an appointment, you come in. Don't be afraid to come into our office. Coming in does not make you have to join. It's just answering any questions that you might have and seeing how we can help you get there.
Welcome back, everyone. Segment 3 on the Nicki Show. but it looks like it's turned into something different than the Nicki Show, as someone finally decided to show up. Don't really know where he was. Forgot to tell you guys, not at the usual setup today. Since he didn't show up, thought I could run my own show, which I did for 2 segments. So I'm at a different setup today. Hope you guys like it. I think we're gonna keep it that way.
You're not supposed to be at this setup.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you're the manager. You kind of manage your setups.
So stop. You know where I was?
No.
Where were you this weekend?
Which weekend? Oh, golfing.
Right.
I explained that to them. You could have heard that part.
I was at a meeting.
Yeah. Well, you could have heard the part where I explained it to them. So now I'm gonna have to tell the story later.
Okay, I don't want to hear the story. First of all, Sebby Gibbs and the girls sit at this table.
Yeah. And Nicki Smeraldo today.
Right. These college guys that I have working for me.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
They dig you a little bit, so they started this show.
Yeah.
You tired?
Yeah, 2 segments is really
Now
a lot.
I hear too that you're talking about me eating ice cream every night.
Yeah.
First of all, that's me. We're not talking about that publicly. Second of all, you're telling these stories.
Oh yeah, I did get some requests.
Been talking to your uncles.
Yeah.
About the Santa Claus is coming. So your Uncle Richie and I and Uncle Mike
got my napkin.
went to. Yeah, you dropped it too. Nice hands. That's why you play second base.
I actually played right field today in practice.
Oh, gosh. So Uncle Richie and Uncle Mike, we went to a Bruce Springsteen show one time because I was trying to be nice because Mom wants me to take care of them. What are you doing? And
Oh yeah, I showed that picture.
We went to dinner. We went to a dinner before that, and I was having a good time at the Bruce Springsteen concert.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And then you talk about Maria.
Yeah, Maria. Mexico.
Okay, stop. Mexico. We were on a family vacation.
Yeah.
First of all, that's not a picture of me. If Jackson wants to bring that picture up again, that's not me.
Yeah,
that's
we
an
could tell.
AI. How could you tell? Look at me.
the
I wish
abs.
I'd give anything to look like that.
It's like 6 rolls instead of 6-pack.
Oh, dear God. So we were out at the pool. How old were you? Were you 6?
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Don't
Your
even
dad's just
remember.
taking you all over the world. And now you're going to make fun of me because
Mm-hmm.
I'm having fun on spring break. It was an accident, too, by the way. It was an accident. And then there's...
can't wait till I go there. Maybe I'll do the challenge.
Yeah. And then there's the third picture, which you forgot the background. You showed me angry at the hangout in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
Was that any special day?
Oh yeah. I don't know.
It was April 8th. What's April 8th?
No, that wasn't April 8th. That was the day after.
But it was my birthday week.
Yeah, you're weak.
Where was I?
Myrtle Beach. I explained that.
I'm at a dinner with a bunch of kids, and this guy's on the stage with a microphone pointing at me.
Yeah.
Like telling me to stand up because it's my birthday. I hate that attention. You know I hate
you
that
didn't
attention.
stand up. I stood up. As you
Oh,
saw.
sure, absolutely. You stood up because you're the life of the party. You're MC Hammer. You're gonna up and start dancing.
Jeremy stood up like this.
Jeremy, again with this Jeremy. That's why Jeremy isn't sitting in his chair with you.
Oh yeah, he said he's mad about that.
Well, he'll get over it.
He wants to get on the show. And he said he said that he wants me on the show.
You can't host one. You can't show up on a regular basis for one show. Now you can show up for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize that it's truly a labor issue. This is what this boils down to. So we have these guys that work for us. You've met them, seen them do things. Stavros, Jackson, Dawson, Tori, Will, who left. They get a charge out of this kid. They think he's great. Here's the problem. They deal with him a half hour a week, and then I get him the rest of the time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So now he's going to go to the gym.
Ooh, get a good lift in. Chest day, baby.
Chest. Maybe you'll have abs like me in the picture when you keep lifting. Maybe you'll...
I don't even want abs. I
can't.
Why would I want abs? What's I can do this with my shirt?
Okay, so don't lift that up. So, I apologize to you. Where were you last week? Your brother had to come in and you were all angry. You were angry about it.
MIA.
You don't like when your brother hosts.
I had too much business stuff to do.
It's 7 o'clock. I'm at a meeting tonight, trying to work and earn a living. Worked 13 hours today.
Yeah.
And you went to school?
Oh, I didn't do anything in school today.
Don't say that.
I didn't.
Okay, you did school, then you went to baseball. You played right field.
Yeah.
Put all the superstars out there. And then you shagged balls, and then you came here. Did you eat anything?
Let's see, I had good lunch.
Dinner?
Not yet. I had a few snacks before practice. Almost made me throw up.
I'm going to go home and have ice cream. That's what I'm having for my dinner.
I might have one too.
You're going to have some ice cream today. Now it's okay.
Yeah, because I had some Oreos earlier. Some Oreos.
Did you wolf down those cannolis?
Some chips.
From yesterday, we had some cannolis.
I ate Mom's Buckeye ball. She was not happy.
Just no.
Was going to sneak out with it. She wasn't even know it was me. And then,
There's 3 of us that live in the house. What do you
she
mean?
Probably thought it was you.
What do you think? It was one of the cats?
No, she probably thought it was you.
Because I'm fat.
Yeah. And then I just was supposed to sneak out as I'm opening the door. I know. Someone walks in.
You're not really Fred Astaire.
She saw it right in my bowl. I had a big bowl of chips, Oreos, and a Buckeye ball.
On your way to baseball practice. Yeah.
She saw it right in there. Just
stole from his mother.
One bite, I ate it all.
You shoved it right in your mouth?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. All right, so here's the deal. We're trying to do the Smeraldo Show. We're trying to open it up. Obviously, Nick's idea of opening it up is just coming on when he wants.
Yeah. Great day to come on.
Yeah, great day because I had a
May
meeting.
4th.
May 4th.
May the 4th be with you. To all, let's celebrate. You know, I really...
Do you celebrate it?
I do celebrate. I do. I think I'm going to go home, maybe turn on Star Wars, actually.
You're not going to go home and have a Buckeye ball, I can tell you that, because you just ate the last one.
Just already had one. And maybe go to the gym. I think I'm going to go home, shower. You know, I actually have homework.
It's always a good
I actually have homework today.
Get out.
Psychology.
What do you have?
Then I got to touch up on an assignment.
Touch up.
Just got to do a couple renovations on it.
On the assignment?
On the assignment.
Did you have study hall today? You didn't do that?
No.
All right.
I got to study hall. Backyard games. Ooh, backyard games was fun. Gaga ball. I was cooking in that. What else did we play?
Okay, so...
We played ping pong. Ooh, I was like Marty Supreme.
Okay, Marty. Marty Supreme.
They call me Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's bring this all back then into one thing. It's not the Nicki Show. It's the Smeraldo Show. There's 2 of us.
Now it is. It was the Nicki Show.
So I will make a deal. Maybe we'll get some of your female friends here next week. How about that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just answered. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure sitting in for 8 minutes of something I've created. I appreciate it. Glad you carried the other 22 minutes for me.
Yep.
Next week's going to look a little different, back to the regular, but we appreciate you. Just sign us off, genius. Go ahead.
Dropping the phone here, checking it. 6:40, May 4th, Monday. As I say, I'll say it again. May the 4th be with you. To all that celebrate. And we're going to see you next week for the Nicki Show. Hopefully it's just me. If I got him with me, so be it. I don't know. Well, see you guys.
So be it.
70 years ago, it started with ink, paper, and a promise to do things right. Today, that same promise powers something bigger. JRSC Digital, where tradition meets speed and ideas turn into impact. From custom apparel and bold signage to targeted direct mail and promo products that get noticed, we don't just make it, we make it matter. Fast turnaround, local service, trusted for 70 years. JRSC Digital. Consider the possibilities.